when the Walmart shorts are cheaper, they're just as good and I'm happier with them. Hello, my name is Laura and welcome to my channel. Today's video is like different. It's weird, like I just thought of talking, oh, I have to fix that. I just thought about talking about this because the other day I was downtown with my mom and there was this new like ice cream place and I knew that it had like vegan flavors that were cool, so I just wanted to go and I was there and I was truly just enjoying like everything that I was able to enjoy it so much, which sounds so silly, like it's just ice cream, like it's like enjoy it or whatever, but it just like reminded me how, ooh, tripod. Yeah, okay, we're fixed. It just reminded me how hard it is to enjoy these social, how hard it is to enjoy like social settings and being with your friends or your family when you're so focused on being skinny. Like, it might sound silly, but I remember before, like a year ago in that position, like I either would have said no to getting the ice cream or I wouldn't have even the whole time having it or eating it. I would just be thinking, oh my gosh, this is horrible. What am I gonna not eat later and all this stuff, because like I thought that it was so important and that like being thin is just the most important thing. And I know I'm not the only one that thinks this way, because I know, at least for me and for a lot of other people like I've talked to, and I just like know that you think like you have this idea in your head where you're like, oh, like being skinny is like this amazing thing and my life will be so great and I'll wear whatever I want and everyone will think I'm so cool and so fit and this and that, and I'll have all these friends and I'll look so cute and I'll post all these photos and everyone will look at these pictures and be like, she's so thin or stuff like that. And honestly, that is so far from the truth. Being like when you're in like attaining a body that is not natural for you, you're not even going to be able to enjoy it because you're going to be so consumed with how to maintain it and like the next step. I remember, like, at least for me, like I never just felt like I was at a finish point with my body. Like I always just thought like there's always a next, I'll always look better than this. Like I look like this and even when I had times where I was happier with my body, I would still always think that like have this vision of like, oh, in the future I'll be thin. And like I was never just like, I like the body I have, this is what I'm going to look like. There's no like next. Basically, if you don't like your life at the body you're at right now, you're still not going to like your life when you're thin. And that, like, it won't, being skinny or whatever won't solve your problems at all. And like I just have this distinct memory of like my best friend, like she wanted to go get these like drinks with me, and like they're these boba snow bubble drinks basically, and I knew that they had like 470 calories. Like obviously I knew everything, like this, like X grams of sugar and stuff. And I remember the entire time I was with her, I couldn't even enjoy it. I was just so consumed with how many calories were in the drink. I remember just sipping so slowly. I was like turning my straw and all this stuff because I was like, oh my gosh, like I have to be thin, like I can't have this 470 thing. And I remember she dropped me back off at home. I still had like half the thing, half like the drink thing. I put it in my freezer and I was like, oh, I guess I'll eat it later. And the next morning I just threw it away and wasted it. And that time that I had with my friend, I wasn't even able to enjoy. And I can think of so many times where I like prioritized being thin over being social and having fun, and it's just not worth it at all. And if you're like, sorry, I know I keep pausing and interrupting, my dad's like on the phone in Farsi right now, so it's like, you'll like, if I pause or different things, like you'll just hear all this like Farsi like talking. And if you like all these steps and all this maintenance and not being social, thinking of what you're eating 24/7, thinking about food and exercise 24/7, if you are so consumed with that, you will not even be able to enjoy the body you think you're going to get by starving yourself, which is just so, like, at least for my case, being like thinner or whatever, how I was like a year ago, I didn't even enjoy, and no, like none of my friends, by the way, if they're watching this, that would be so awkward, please close out of this. like, cause this is not really something that like I tell like a whole lot of my friends, but no one even, like no one knew. My life wasn't better. I wore baggy clothes every day. I didn't think that I was thinner. I still felt like And I thought like, oh, once I'm thinner, then I can stop wearing these baggy clothes and then I can enjoy my life. But I never got there because I kept pushing the bar further and further. And it's just so not worth it. Like weighing more, whether it's a little bit or even more, if that's where your body naturally sits, is so worth being happy. Like your happiness is like at the end of the day, like I know that like everyone says this and it's cliche and stuff, but like what's more important than being happy and being healthy? Like honestly, a body that like, and I just remember thinking that I was gonna like, oh, and I'll post a photo and like my, like, I don't know, in a tight dress or in a bikini or something, and everyone will just see how thin I am. And like, how stupid is that? Like I'm embarrassed even saying that I thought that that was so important, and that I thought that all my life problems would just be solved by being thin. Everything I thought that skinny would bring me, it didn't. Like I thought I would be happy. I was not happy. I hated everything. I thought I would have a ton of friends. I was lonely. I didn't talk to anyone about anything. I thought that I would like my own body, and I didn't. I thought that it was just like the worst thing in the world. And even when I like was rational and saw that I was like a certain like whatever thinner or different stuff, like I didn't even like, and I was happy with it. I was like, yes, like I'm finally getting there. I'm almost there. I'm almost skinny. I can almost post that photo or wear this, I don't know, dress or different stuff like that. And even if I finally did reach that, even if you finally get like skinny on your own, it's the maintenance for it and missing out on having thoughts that don't revolve around food or exercise, missing out on social situations, going out with your family. It is way better to weigh more and like your life than it is to weigh less. Like it's way more important to enjoy your life and everything that there is about life than it is to have what you're like. Oh, here's the best way. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. So these are Lululemon shorts. They were, I don't know, way too much. It's like Lululemon. They were like what, like $60 or something like that. And these are Walmart shorts. And they were like $7.95. And when I thought of these Lululemon shorts, I was like, oh my gosh, like these shorts are amazing and they're just gonna be so great and I'm gonna wear them and it's worth the money, even though, you know, you're out this X amount of dollars. Ooh. Let's fix that. Like you just make these Lululemon shorts out to be something so amazing. And then later in life, I discovered Walmart shorts. And these Walmart shorts, like I didn't have to sweat over paying for them. They were cheaper. It was better. And I love these Walmart shorts. I wear them all the time. They are great. Like I gave these Lululemon shorts a value that they didn't deserve. And they weren't all they were cracked up to be. And I wasted money on them. And when the Walmart shorts are cheaper, they're just as good and I'm happier with them. And it's like, that might be a weird like metaphor, but basically what I'm saying is like being like super thin is not all it's cracked up to be if that's not what your natural, like some people naturally are thin, and like I've said earlier, but it's not, you're putting value on something and cracking something up to, like it up to be something that it's not. When I love the Walmart shorts, I love Walmart. Your body wants a natural weight, so all this extra maintenance will only go so far, because like I thought that I would look at a picture and be like, oh, I'll have her body someday, or I'll be as thin as her, or I'll be thinner, and that's just not true. Like everyone's body literally is different, and it is like I have a friend and she's like super thin and that's her body type, she's thinner, and me trying to emulate her body was not like, it was stupid and it was pointless and I would never get there. And you have to just like accept that you don't know. Is that the battery? I can't tell. Maybe it's the battery. I don't know. I'm bad with technology. You have to accept that when you look at a picture of someone who's really thin, you don't know if A, that's just their genetics, that's how they were born, or B, if they're like trying so hard to maintain their body and you don't know all the effort that goes into it. You could you don't know if it's that effortless maintenance and they're fine and they're healthy, or if it's the person that spends their whole time thinking about diet and exercise and can't enjoy social situations. So I know this video was like long and it was all over the place and I'm probably gonna have to edit different things, but that's basically the point of the video. Like, just, it's like, no, I don't even know. I went around in so many circles, but basically it's not worth it, and the Walmart shorts are great. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe. I feel so weird saying that. Okay.